Papa Junk Shop. This will be part 2 of the radial drill build. Well, it looks like it might work. That's what the sacrificial part looks like now that it's been toasted. There's the bottom side. I hate to admit it, but I really screwed up. I did the really bad thing. I'm going to have to do it over again because I didn't have enough aluminum melted. And it didn't fill all the way up. Now that's a lot of work for nothing. Except I've found out I guess it's going to work that way, so I guess I know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Same thing I did today. Well, she's still too hot to handle. And now that I got it out of there, maybe I can save it. Maybe that little bit that didn't fill up won't really matter that much. So I might just go ahead and give her a try. I can always make it over again if I have to. But I guess my idea worked out alright. That piece of metal didn't come out very well. Right there that is. So I guess I'll get her leveled out on the bottom and get her set up in the mill, and I'm going to use the Bridgeport to bore that out. I don't know, when I bore stuff on the lathe it never seems to be quite as true as I do on the Bridgeport with a boring head, so I think that's how I'm going to do it. Okay, I got the second mold for the part that the arm is going to mount on. Same method I used on the other one. I got a sheet metal form with sandpacker on it and a sacrificial core in the middle. Hopefully this one will work. And I can guarantee I'm going to have enough melted aluminum this time. Well, that sacrificial piece in the middle is being sacrificed, I guess. And I made sure I had enough, and I got some ingots left. So I didn't screw that part of it up. Okay, the casting turned out okay. Something happened to that last piece I filmed or videoed, whatever you want to call it, and wasn't able to show you taking it out of the mold and what it looked like before I got it cleaned up and squared up. And I got the groove all cut for where the arm's going to go in. And I can show you that. Nice fit. So go just like that. I guess my next move is going to be drill the holes in here and get it fastened. And everything seems to be nice and square and true so far. But I thought if I had to, I could always drill and put a gib and some adjustment screws in here to adjust this. But everything seems to be working out okay, so I think I'm just going to go with that. Okay, I got my arm all set up in the, yeah, I don't know what you call that thing. Slider, I guess, I don't know. Ready to drill the holes. I'm going to use some Allen cap screws, 5/16 18, 4 of them. And this is my setup. I got it all in place. Got a couple of blocks on a jack in there to get it level, hold it while I drill the first one. I'm going to drill the first one, take it back out, get it tapped, get one bolt in, and I'll drill the other 3. That way I'll know that it's they'll all be accurate. So that's my next move. Okay, I got it set up in the Bridgeport to bore it out for the column. I couldn't use my Bridgeport boring head because it was too big. I just barely got enough room to do it. The knee is all the way down, and I got maybe a quarter of an inch to play with. So I'll get started on that. I'll show you when I get near the end. Okay, I'm making my final pass according to my caliper anyway. And I've got a pile of shavings. It's been kind of a long process. But coming along. Okay, got the final dimensions. I can do this one-handed. There we go. A nice fit. It's about just about 1/1000 and a half over. So I figured I had to have some clearance to slide, so that'll be the part that moves up and down. So now I'm working on the piece that's going to go on top of the post. That's going to hold the lead screw. So I got the pattern made and going to cast a piece for that. Now I got the two castings made, one for the top, one for the bottom, to hold the lead screw in place. Made that hole in the middle a little bigger this time so I don't have to spend as much time doing the bar, and there's not near as much material to remove. The other one is outside cooling here. Too hot to handle. Okay, I got my two lead screw castings set up in the mill, and I bored the rough spots out, and I'm getting kind of close to the finished hole size. Just thought I'd show you guys how it's going. I guess I assume that a lot of people watching know how this stuff works. I probably should explain myself a little better once in a while. This boring head, which I've got offset probably a little more than I should, but being this is nice soft aluminum and I'm taking small cuts, seems to be working alright, but normally you wouldn't have it offset that much. What you do is there's a screw here, and it moves this over, moves this cutter out, and allows you to make the hole bigger. And I do about a quarter of a turn. And I got the mill set up for the power feed. Pull this lever, and there she goes. And the one on the bottom here is going to be the one that mounts on the top of the post, and there's a little ledge on the top edge, so the cutter is probably about 1/8 of an inch from touching the table. And I got the automatic stop set on the mill, so when it gets down there, it'll shut itself off. And you just keep doing that same thing till you get the hole size you want. Once I get this hole right, there'll be some set screws to hold them in place, mounted on these side pieces. And of course there'll be the hole down through here, one to hold the bearing for the bottom of the lead screw, and one will have a bearing and stuff for the top of the lead screw. That's for lowering the column up and down. And of course I got to vacuum out the center every pass I make too. About a quarter of an inch to go. And there she goes. And just keep going that over till we get the right size hole. got the column mount set up in the mill. Got it jacked up on some 1, 2, 3 blocks. Run one pass down through. This is the second pass. It'll be the same scenario as the other ones. Just bore it to the proper size. Been kind of a boring day today. Let's just see the finished results. Okay, I made the final cut. And this is what the post is going to swivel in. So it needs to be nice and snug. And there we go. There it is. I don't feel any wiggle. And I can turn it nicely. So I think we were successful. I got the lead screw bushing installed in the part that goes on the column for the head to slide back and forth. And I thought I videoed it, but apparently I didn't push the button. So I just had a stubby 1/2 inch bit in a collet, drilled a hole for the bushing. The outside is 1/2 inch, the inside is 3/8, and I just used the quill to gently push it in there. So that's done now. We'll determine the length the lead screw needs to be and get the ends turned down for that. Okay, I got the lead screw cut to length and installed, and turns nice. Now I got to have a hand wheel for the end. Didn't have anything around, so I thought I robbed the hand wheel off my mini mill. I'm going to use that for a pattern to cast one. I just stuffed a dowel in each one of the holes, and I'm going to attempt to cast one. It's been a few minutes since we poured that. Well, probably more than a few. See what we got. Hopefully everybody can see what's going on here. Well, there's the casting. I think it'll clean up alright. Still got a lot of black sand on it. Still hot, so. But I think I got a usable casting. We'll get that cleaned up and see how she works. Okay, I got the handle all made. I clamped the base down on my die table. Just stuck the pieces together. This will be the bottom part for the lead screw. Of course, this is the part that holds the arm. This is the top piece with the lip on it. And that'll have the lead screw to raise this up and down. And I just assembled it to try this thing out. Got this handle all done. She won't win a beauty contest, but it is functional. And everything seems to work. Moves back and forth. Once you get it where you want, you're gonna like it. And now she don't move. So the next thing, I guess, will probably be work on the lead screw that's going to go in this part to raise it up and down. And then that ought to just about get the framework part of it done, with the exception of the base. Then I can go to work on getting this part of it figured out. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you like.